Welcome into the Farmers and Merchants Bank pregame show. I am Max Gershon, and I'm now joined by Guy Tubbs, the Colby basketball team, football team, and track and field as well. Guy, what is your first memory of high school sports, whether it's any of the ones I just mentioned?
You know, my very first vivid memory that I have from my freshman year is playing Southeast Saline. It wasn't a good memory because we got absolutely killed, but, you know, just playing on a field on that big stage against those Trojans, it was very vivid.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling a common theme with everyone getting humbled their freshman year is something that's kind of stuck to them throughout their careers. What's a moment that you've looked back on throughout your high school career that's a challenging moment that you were able to overcome an obstacle?
I would say a moment that I always look back to was that 2023 team, that sub-state championship. I think beating Gillen for the third time that year and going to state for the first time in a few years, I think that, you know, it just showed how much perseverance we have had as a team in the time and what we need to have here coming up soon in this sub-state.
How do you think you've grown as an athlete, just in general, from your freshman year to today?
You know, I think I've matured a lot. I was a bigger kid coming in. I matured early. I was about 6'1", coming in as a freshman. But I think physically I've matured a lot, and mentally it's been a huge leap for me in this past few years.
Who has been a big mentor or inspiration that you've looked up to and has helped you out throughout your high school career?
I think a huge mentor would be Hunter Vaughn. You know, he's playing at Pratt right now, and we just went and watched him, but we used to do early morning workouts all the time, getting ready for the season, and he really just inspired me to do great at basketball. So,
what's a moment that you walked off the court with your team or the field or whatever sport it was for you that you felt the most proud of yourself or for what your team's accomplished that you kind of walked off and were like, wow, we really just did that?
You know, I think it was my freshman year when we beat Beloit in the orange and black, you know, coming off a loss, and we come out and win that third place game. I think it just kind of showed just character, just what kind of guys we had on that team that year.
What opposing team do you love to face, or did you love to face the most? Basketball, football, whatever, that you love competing against?
You know, I think it's that team out west. I think it's the Goodland Cowboys. You know, whether it's football, basketball, or even track. You know, I'd love to compete with all those guys over there in Goodland. You know, good friends with some of them, so it's always competitive.
And talk to me a little bit about what it's like, you know, going up against those same big men probably for a while now, like Lincoln and Jackson Rumford, like you faced against Scott City. What's it like facing and guarding the same guys that you've been facing for your whole career?
You know, it's tough because we kind of have an idea of what we play like, each other, and I think, you know, it's coming up with those different moves or just kind of playing a little different every time and trying to get them here, maybe get them there on a pump fake and whatnot. So.
Last question for you again. You're listening to Guy Tubbs of the Colby Eagles basketball team. Guy, you recently committed as well. So did Casey. We just talked to him earlier on in the Farmers and Merchants Bank pregame show. Tell us where you're going, what you're doing, what the plans are.
You know, I have verbally committed to Fort Hays to go compete in track and field, and I will be majoring in entrepreneurship on there. So I think it's a great opportunity for me to grow and hopefully do some big things in track over there in Hayes.
Absolutely. Well, we're excited to continue to